Ever gone from completely overjoyed to completely crushed within minutes? When I came back from that trip in Antarctica and saw my best friend's social media, I felt my whole world shatter. Alexa and I met in elementary school. She was the loud one. I was the weird, quiet girl who liked books and frogs. But for some reason, she adopted me, told me I was her favorite person. Then she slowly started trying to mold me into her dream best friend. You see, Alexa always wanted to be seen as the one who knew better, who fixed people. She had this weird obsession with introducing people and playing matchmaker. She even took credit for my mom meeting my now stepdad. That match actually worked, which made it harder to say anything when she kept setting me up with the most insufferable guys on the planet, like Aaron, who asked me if I could Venmo him back for half a muffin on our first date, or Jamie, who said women over 30 were basically expired, or Logan, who straight up ghosted me and then told Alexa I was boring. I started to notice a pattern. Every guy she picked for me made me feel smaller, and every time it didn't work out, she got this look in her eyes, like she'd known all along, like she wanted it that way. Back in high school, there was only one guy I ever really liked. His name was Bryce. He was a transfer student, sat next to me in chemistry. He asked me about the notes I took in different colored pens, told me he liked how I thought. He didn't laugh when I said I wanted to study glacier formations. We clicked. I told Alexa I liked him. She told me to play it cool, be chill, don't make a move. 2 weeks later, Bryce was gone, moved again. That was that. Now I'm 28, still single, still getting texts from Alexa with the subject line, possible soulmate. I had stopped responding to most of them. I didn't even bother pretending anymore. Then I ran into Bryce at the grocery store. He was back in town. He looked older, obviously, but also kind. He remembered me. We exchanged numbers, and I felt that weird buzz in my chest again. I told Alexa, just in passing. Her eyes lit up like Christmas. She told me the three of us had to have coffee and catch up together. I said maybe just me and him. She ignored that. The next day, we met at a cafe. Me, Alexa, and Bryce. It was like a weird high school reunion with tension. Bryce and I clicked immediately, but every time I started to ask something more personal, Alexa cut in. She kept steering the conversation back to her. Her new job, her new dog, her new diet. I barely got a word in. Later that night, she texted me, said she didn't really see me and Bryce together, but that she'd support me either way. I told her I was going to ask him out anyway. She said she was proud of me, but then he started pulling away. He left me on red, canceled coffee, said he was busy, then just stopped replying. 2 weeks later, Alexa told me her mom's science team was looking for a temporary field assistant for a research trip to Antarctica. I had wanted that job since I was 17. I cried when I got the offer. I left. Months later, I came back, and I opened Instagram. That's when I saw it. Alexa and Bryce, together holding hands on a pumpkin farm. Caption said, sometimes the best things come when you least expect them. I didn't respond. I didn't say anything when they got engaged 6 months later either. I got the invitation and put it in a drawer. Then I saw Alexa's mom again. We were talking about how great the Antarctica trip was and some of the findings. When she asked me why I hadn't taken the job earlier, she said she was shocked when Alexa told her I wasn't interested when it first started, but was glad I changed my mind. Even if it was after the experiment had already started, I just stood there, smiled. Later, a mutual friend let something slip. Said Alexa used to vent about always being compared to me, that she hated how people liked me more even though she was the one who was always the best at everything, that she'd been jealous for years. Then Bryce's ex-roommate told me that Alexa said I had a history of toxic relationships, that I once tried to sabotage a friend's engagement. All lies. Apparently, she told him right after our coffee meetup. Everything clicked. She had been sabotaging me for years, lying, controlling the narrative, making sure I never got too close to something she wanted for herself, including Bryce. I went to my mom, told her what I found. She sighed and said maybe Alexa had a point, that I needed to stop holding grudges, that Alexa just wanted what was best for me. I disagreed, so I recorded a video, told the whole story, from the high school crush to the Antarctica job, all the fake setups and lies. Then I sent it to Bryce, to his family, to her family, to every mutual friend who ever thought Alexa was a saint. Then I disappeared, logged off everything, blocked numbers, took a temp job in another city. 3 weeks later, I got a letter, no return address, just Bryce's handwriting. Said he was sorry, said the wedding was off. A day later, I got an anonymous message. You think you won, but I'm not done with you yet. It was Alexa. Her voice is unmistakable. Full story on channel, link below.